actually, I'm doing a kind of like an early um, live, and that's because um, when I get information, well, before I get started, let me say this: I am the Seattle Black veteran, and I'm gonna do another one. Thanks to my brother African Dreaming, the Seattle Black. Thank you, my brother. I hope you and your wonderful wife are doing well. Okay, my first shouts out. Okay, so I really wanted to get together with each and every one of you, and I really want to actually show some homage and respect for all those who say, thank you for your service. I really do appreciate you. And hindsight in 2020, it is an honor that I was actually be able to serve and do this. And I appreciate your respect and its mutual returns back to you as well. As a Seattle Black veteran. Also, I want to start this off really by giving some people some shout outs. And I want these people having some respect. It's because I will tell you, let me give you, because honestly, if anybody wants to know, I bounce a lot of things off my friend Patty J, and she's a very good person to talk to and everything. She's like my wing woman, Vanessa Kitty, who doesn't want to be put out there, but it's all good. I really understand that. But I'm rocking with you guys today because honestly, let me tell you this: I have to rock with you because I need you to know that you need to keep fighting, or if you know people who are going through. Um, I was asked this today, and okay, so I'm going to give these shout outs too. To the Shoreline, chapter 2 of the DAV. Now, disclosure, I am a 100% disabled veteran, and I am a lifetime member of the DAV. When I come here, I come and give you what I am experiencing. I'm going to go through some training more, and I want to always give you guys the 411, guys and girls, the 411 of how you should keep fighting for what you're going through. Now, let me give you this. A wonderful man I just met, and let me give this shout out to Chapter 2 up in Shoreline, uh, all the Davids, and I'm one of the Davids. Um, Alex, Mark, Callie. Um, Let me see. I know I'm missing somebody, but I appreciate it, and I really respect a lot of those people up there. Let me tell you guys. The reason why I'm not telling you this is because when I I will say this. Let me put this up here. I need to show you guys this, and this is what I always say. And this was to the thanks of Patty J, who rocked this with me here. Let me shut the screen down where I am and move it over here, because I really want you guys to understand this. And this is what it's from the heart, but it's real. Here we go. Let me see here. Let's put this up here. I just shrunk my screen down here. I do apologize. But I want you guys to understand this, and this is how we have to rock, period. Okay? Um, and that is, I want you to know that you're not by yourself. Okay? And I'm going to tell you this, and this is why I'm rocking with you right now, is because I met this a wonderful person by the name of David, same as me here. And we talked about this, the VNRE. Let me give you this. Hold on, I need to put this up here. Okay, I hope you guys see this here. Okay, always rock with me with this because this is the same thing. I really want you to understand this. And I really want you to understand this because I'm going to tell you something in just a second that is really going to rock with you, and it's going to hopefully resonate to you to keep you moving. Okay, what did we say here? We can't heal the persons we love. We can't make choices for them. We can't rescue them. You can promise them that they will not journey alone. That's why we're here rocking, right? You can loan them your map, but this trip is theirs. Okay, so you got to rock with this. This trip is yours, but understand this: you're not by yourself. When I talk to you about this, let me get rid of this here, and let me get this down here. And this is why I was talking with this wonderful person today. Let me move my thing over here and shut this screen down and get me over here. And his name is David, and he's the commander. Hey, Patty J, how you doing? Outdoor with Big Matt. You know what? Love you guys. Much respect, much props. What am so since you guys are here, I got to give you this one here. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Outdoor with Big Matt. If you guys really want to know a lot of things about Outdoor with Big Matt, out doing some and some good eating and some good catching of food. Rock with that brother there. He's a good man. And I'm blessed to be on this channel. I'm so. All right, so let me do this here. So what we're talking about here, get me water over here, is what I learned today is this. And I kind of already rock with this, but it was really very enlightening to hear this. Now, when I first started my channel, I said I am the Seattle Black Veteran, which I am. And I probably won't live in Seattle much longer because it's so expensive, but that's another subject, another time. The thing is, people don't understand. When you get a rate increase, and I talked about this before, but let me tell you this. Let me talk to you about this, and we're going to be real. I mean, I probably won't be around long because I'm giving you guys real talk. If you are diagnosed with a particular ailment that is going to impede upon your well-being of living, if that is irreversible, it's only going to get worse as you get older. You need to understand what the symptoms are. Are you going through them? Okay. Now look here, Dick. We talked about this on my last video, and it was talking about being aware of what your benefits are. It's not just you. Now look here. All right. I got to give it real to you. If you were ever a section sergeant, a platoon sergeant, military is the Army, you know what I mean if you take it to Airmen, Marines. You're in charge. So you have to understand what you're in charge with. And if something happens to you, you have to pass it on to your next command. Is that right? Right? Hey, Peter Investment, what's up? Hey, thank you. Man, this brother is my man, 100 grand. I appreciate you, sir. Okay, so what we're always going to talk about, and look here, I'm going to tell you this. I won't get a lot of people that's going to tune into the show. It's because it's not about all the fluff and fluff. I'm talking about your well-being. And you're like, look here. I talked with this wonderful gentleman today, and I got some good shouts out to the Shoreline DAV people. And let me give this quick thing for this to you guys. The DAV, I am a lifetime member. We are fighting to help you understand your rights, okay? And I am going to give it to you 100%, but I'm representing myself, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot of other things that I can get from the DAV to help you understand what you're going through. Now, dig this. Like I said, we talked about this before. We talked about the PACT Act. What's at the burn pit? This is going back, and if you have, I was blessed with my girl, Gallant Knight. Bless you. Thank you, beautiful sweetheart, for blessing me with your presence. And bonjour, Pepper, I believe I want to say. So respect and much love to you guys. Ladies. Patty J, thank you, dear heart, for always rocking with me. So let me slow my roll here. What we're looking for, what I'm looking for, is hopefully to keep you fighting. I don't know what you're fighting with. And like I said, if you look at the previous, it was, we're all fighting for, you know, our paths are different paths, but we're fighting. And I don't want you to give up. I am currently doing a couple of pills. I will talk about those at a later time, um, um, because I don't want to get all into that, but it's what it is. But I want you, okay, so let me tell you this. I, pardon me, I was talking to Dave, another Dave, um, and my thing I want you to understand, like I said, if you are with a terminal something that it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. And so that means this, that you can appeal when your symptoms starts getting worse to go to a higher level percentage. Okay. Um, Also with that, you need to understand if you're over 50%, how that will move into your siblings. And you need to look into that now. How much or where? Not sure. Oh, Vanessa Kitty. Wait, woman, where have you been, girl? I miss you. Good to see you. I appreciate you showing up. So, and Kitty, keep me on point with this. I need you in here, and everybody. I think Kitty. I don't know if you got a page because I thought you did. And I was looking at it. And, pardon me. Yeah, but please, a very knowledgeable person, Vanessa Kitty, and please make sure you check her out. And any questions, if you don't hear me answering those, and please hit her up. Just put the message in for her, and she will get it. This is a very beautiful person, very seasonal with dealing with the VA. And so, one thing, like I say, I want to reiterate, is no matter how old you are, what your age is, if you have a skill set that you want to take to the next level and you get a rate increase, you can get with the VRNE and see if there is an online college that you want to go to that can help you get your skill set to another level. And we talk with the VNRE, and it is this: if you are moving for a degree that requires a master's, you can still probably get that. Okay. And we're talking about a master's degree. I'm an old guy, and I'm not going back to college. I can't pay attention, let alone pay attention in school. But if you have that skill set, I don't want you to stop and think it's because of your age. You can get where you want to get in there, and you can get it accomplished. Okay. Now, pardon me. I don't have enough beer in my throat to this one coughing. I apologize. I'm funny. But okay. Oh, Peter Investment. Hey, give this brother some love, hands up. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so real quick, I just wanted to give some shouts out to the TLA. I want to give shouts out to Gail at Night, everybody who's all my subs that are here: Patty J, Peter Investment, Outdoor Big Mac, Vanessa Kitty. I want to give you guys a free shout out. I want you guys to keep rocking with this, with what you're going through here. We're going to talk about this, and it's always wonderful to talk with people who are going through some issues with the VA. What's really interesting about it is a lot of people are thinking that they're only in it by themselves. And it's really good to hear people who challenge the system when they know that they are right. Even if they are just feeling that they're 99% right and there's a possibility, it's good that you challenge the system. Now tell each and every one of your comrades at arms. Now, we talked about this on the last video. I'm always getting this commercial about Camp June, the water. Look into that and understand this too. We were talking about this on the last video. Now, like I tell you guys, I'm not an attorney. I don't represent anybody. I'm giving you my opinion. And everybody has opinions, and those opinions are what? Yeah, okay. But I was asking myself this: if you had a question about, are you eligible or are you legal? I mean, who do you talk to? Because I was looking for that. I went from 0, 10% to 100 in 2019. I'm never out of the woods. I'm constantly, my medications are very important. So my thing is, when you look at things, and I always say this, let me put my thing up here. Um, it's not just your money, it's your health. That's very important. All right. If you don't have, if you don't have your health, okay, sometimes that is probably going to be the issue. Make sure that your people are covered, your family. This is one thing that I understood, and when I first got started with this, and please forgive me, is that when I got into this, I said, just disabled veterans. I said veterans of color because, yeah, we are very uninformed. But, as this time progressed, you know how many people I found? It doesn't really matter what your color, what your age, the fight that we go through. It, um, it's amazing and it's just interesting, but this is why I tell you guys, keep fighting. I talked to Dave today, wonderful person, and I'm going to get sent to some more training, and this is going to be, and I have to be full disclosure. The people who are handling my case, my appeals, are the DAV. And it's just me. I'm not telling you anybody where to go, but at that full disclosure. The reason why I'm a lifetime member is because they helped me, pardon me, fight and get a lot of things that I am currently entitled to and what I am deserving of. And so when I go through this, I want you guys to know you gotta keep fighting for yourself, okay? And please tell everyone that you know who has probably served in the time that they had the burn pits, Agent Orange, over at the, God bless it, we talked about the Camp June that has the water. Look into that. I did a video about that yesterday, I think, yeah, last night. And check those people out. And please tell people, you know what? When we talk about this, it's one thing to sleep on information that you were given, but it's another thing if you were not given the information, then that's a whole different story. But if you get the information and you sleep on it, that's on you. All the time that you hear me talking to you as a Seattle Black veteran, I talk to you about making your money and living your life the best way you can because of what you're entitled to. Now, let me tell you this. Did this. I was talking to another veteran, Paris, my man over Shoreline, DAV, Chapter 2. I love this brother, cool dude, cool dude. It's one thing to say, look here, I got full medical and I'm covered. But if you have to wake up with this bullcrap every day, you're needing that medication to keep you sane, to keep you covered. I mean, when you're in physical pain, you have a hard time focusing on what you need to focus on. Anybody can contest that. Okay. So now when we talk about this, I'm cool with where I am on, what how we're rocking here. I got like 61 videos today. And I don't even have, I think, like maybe 300 subs. I'm cool with that. But my thing is, and the reason why I mention that is because somebody else mentioned to me, and I was like, okay, I'm cool, whatever. But my thing is this. Now, I want you to understand this. I want you to dig this. When we talk about everything that you look at on YouTube, if you are a veteran, if you're active duty, this is what changed me. I couldn't just go for a veteran or disabled veteran. Active duty, retired, because if you retired and you're probably forced retired, a situation that I know happened, and I'm going to tell you a little story, was in the Navy, kept serving, could not re-enlist because they had a heart issue. Right? Now, when they got out, they were getting a 50% rating. Now, I want you to understand this. Look at heart issues and see how many heart issues can be reversed to make where you can live a healthy life. As you get older, if you're 74 or 72 years old and you could not re-enlist because you have a heart condition, then this is a condition that will not get better. It's only going to get worse in the preceding times. Okay? Now dig this. If it gets worse, you have to pay attention to your symptoms, go back, you get a rate increase. I know a gentleman I talked to today. Beautiful person, mature than I am, age and knowledge. You get an online course to a place that he was really interested in doing before, ever. And he can get that skill set increase, and he's looking at keeping moving. So this is why I'm telling you guys, look here. All right, so what I want you to hit me up with is this. All the questions you have with trying to move. This is one thing, and this is what I say. When you're trying to move to the next level and get yourself into where you want to be, inquire, ask the questions. I will not have all the answers, but I will tell you this. When I rap to you and I talk to you guys about what I believe you should know, I have to have to myself knowledge, and that to me is going through it. And then being real with you and confessing that what I have not done, what I wish I would have done, and what I'm telling you to do doesn't sound make any kind of sense. It's crazy. But the thing is, oh, blind guy, his wife, their life. What's up, Rob? These are my people here. Now, I got to give you guys this, and I got to take a break and tell you guys about this. This is what's going to happen because before I get in here, but check out Blind Guy, his wife, their life, and they have healthy things of living well. Did I talk to you about your heart? If you don't have that, you can't spin. So got to make sure you're on point and check out Blind Guy, his work, their life, and they will you get a better a way of living. All right, so I just gotta put my people out there, and that's the kitty. I think I appreciate you guys. Okay, so every time I talk to you guys, let me tell you this. A person told me, and may he rest in paradise, a mentor of mine. Everything that you are looking for doesn't have to be in a grandiose book. It doesn't have to be a Jerry Springer type of thing. Pay attention when they're talking about, like even now, when we're talking about um, the housing crisis or who's going to be falling down and all the people who I did all this and all that. Okay, so what I look for is this: hang on to your money right now, get your credit score, stack your money, get at least $3,000 or $4,000 if you can. When the housing market really just started coming back, you're going to be in a position to pounce and get you a good deal. I know some people who did it in 2008. I wish I was ready for that. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm telling you what I am doing. And right now, it's just right now, and this is what I talked to you about. Knowing your benefits, knowing what you're qualified for. You know how much money it's going to save you. And I was talking about this before. Joe Biden gave federal forgiveness, and I met some people who were wives of military persons who had federal loans, and they got forgiveness for their loans. A lot of people who were not into the federal loan thing, they were pretty upset about that because it singled out whatever, whatever, whatever. I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying this is what it is. You know, you rock how you rock. But the thing is, every time we rock, we're talking about saving you money. And we're talking about Mrs. Peoples here. Much respect to you too. Much respect. So we're talking about you veterans, and even like I say, and I got to start making this a point to shout this out too. You know, because even TLA, you veterans are going through child support and all that stuff. Hit his channel. Talk to him. I'm just going to shout out to people because I just want everybody um, to know that it's about you, and I want you to always stay safe with that. Okay, so another part I have to bring up with this because actually I just did this for a quick because most people know me. I'll be up later at night, up night, but it's always a blessing to see each and every one of you. And I'm going to start doing it every time that I get some information put forth through me. But it was addressed to me, and it was really interesting. And I didn't know this because I'm 58, and I am dealing with the VNRE or the VRNE, which is a part of giving you training. So each and every one of you, we talked about this before. If you just get a rate increase, now I understand this. If you have a issue that is not going to be reversed, I have issues with me that will not be reversed. I'm constantly staying and trying to maintain, and I don't know if it's going to get worse or whatever, but I'm going to have to stay on top of that. So, what I want you to understand is this: regardless, and you have an opportunity to see a doctor of your choice. There are, I think, 2 or 3 different companies that deal with the VNRE, or no, the CNP, compensation and pension exams. And there's, I think, 2 or 3 companies. I got to look at it, but I know it's 2 for sure. And they are contracted through the VA. Okay. Now they're contracted through the VA, and this is why I tell you: if you ever go to these CNP exams, understand. I'm not saying put on a show, put on an act, but I'm saying understand. It's like talking to the police. Okay, you better take the fifth. Only answer the questions that you are entitled to answer, but understand this too. This is just my opinion, okay? But understand this too. Some of the exams, if not a lot, you can find those on va.gov. Okay, you got to do your homework. All right, you dig? All right. Now, just my opinion. I'm just giving you this. I mean, because if it was me, this is how I would rock. I'm not saying that I do the best thing. I mean, I made some investment in some stocks that I wish I'd never did in my life, but I gotta rock with it. Okay, so what I'm always talking to you about, and what I'm always really, I hope I'm not preaching, but what I'm trying to express to you is where I am right now, where I want to be. You're younger than me. Where are you right now? Where you want to be? And so I always was told seek wise counsel. Now, I may not be the wisest counsel, but take it, challenge it against everything, throw it against the wall, and you come back to me and say, hey, Seattle Black veteran, and I like what my man African Dreamer said, Seattle Black. It's not what's not it's not what is going on. All right. Now, I'm gonna do my best to slow down because I get a lot of information, and I just want to everybody to be aware what's going on around you. Look, I'm here for you. I'm not here for me. Well, actually, I am here for me. I'm here for me because I told myself when I was homeless, and they kept asking me a question: Do you feel like you're going to take your life? I said, no, because a long time ago, um, I attempted to do that. And I started trying to seek peace. I want to seek understanding so I can move forward in my life. I mean, I tried everything, I looked at everything, but one of the things that I did say is that whatever happens, I don't want to see nobody go through what I went through. And you know what? As I was rolling down this path, there was people going through worse. And then when I started going, but this is why I say each and every one of you are so important to me. It just it excites me when I see people who are elated that they didn't know this, and this is how they can keep pushing. So as you guys rock, you guys and girls, my ladies and gentlemen, salute. As you rock, oh, shifting to the soil. Much love to you, sweetheart. I appreciate you so much. This is my homegirl too here. Okay, but as you guys rock, understand this. I'm sure somebody out there, either they are a veteran, they know somebody a veteran, they know somebody's retired. And let me tell you this, because when I said this, I said retired, and somebody asked you, retired, and I'm like, yeah, because some people were forced to retire because of a medical condition, heart, right? All right. They can provide accommodation services for veterans and more. And if you answer yes, that's the question. I always wanted to thank you, beautiful. Love me. You guys can check this out. So when we look at this, and this is what I now I want anybody's opinion on this. I really want your opinion on this. And this is why I say me is 58 now. Give me to be 59. When the redlining was, how many people are owning property, and how many people are looking to own property? I know Shifton Sawyer, and she talked about this too. And I'm going to mention this in a second. The reason why I say this is important is because, look, when you have a garage, you have your own place where you can create, you can do things. Not just that. you have leverage when you talk to the city council. All right. Now I'm giving you real talk. Okay. When you rent from an apartment building in a place that you probably don't like, going to city council is not going to probably, you can alert them. Oh, when it does come important, maybe. And okay, you guys, I'm going to get hurt for this, but I'm going to give you guys the real. When it comes important is election time. Okay. All right. Everybody who's younger than 58, if you're even near, I want you to you testify to this. Election time is when you're going to get some things done, but you have to move as a unit. You can't just move. And this is why I would say this, and much props out. And I'm not. This is where I'm saying. I'm not saying that DAV. I'm going to get training with these guys, my ladies and gentlemen there, and they're awesome people. And I'm going to get hopefully educated, so I can help. Just give you some information. Look here. And I really want to hear this. I mean, there's a bunch of content creators out here that are very good, very good. I want to cover every aspect about it. I just don't want to look just at claims. There's people here now. Look here, and I'm gonna have to say this, but I'm gonna have to be kind of on. There is, and we talked about this today. Let me cut this iPad out of it. There is approximately, there we go, 25 veterans, disabled veterans who are ending their lives voluntarily. This is a month. There's, I think, every 22 minutes, there's veterans. So we had to talk about this, and the thing was, what was it? Did you think this mostly? And I would say, mental disabilities, and on top of that is how the system is taking care of them. Okay, and look, dig this. I'm blessed. I have some good doctors, but I want you guys and ladies, I want each and every one of you to understand this. When we talked about this channel, we talked about disabled veterans. I had a talk with this wonderful gentleman, Dave, who's the commander at the Chapter 2 at Shoreline, Washington. And I would urge each and every veteran out there to reach out to their DAV or their VFW, and or even your churches, your church. And if you are out there, don't be out there on the street. And I will tell you this: I know it's going to be a hard road to truck, but I'm dealing with it as well. If you're dealing with mental issues, the fight is yours. You have to get out there and take care of yourself. Okay, let's move this to another level. All right. Okay, so I need everybody who's listening to this, you tell each and every person, if you know anybody, even if you just heard of it, tell them they got 2 years since Biden signed the PACT Act. Now, I put this on my last video. Please go and check it out. It's a law firm on here, and they were very informative about how you need to respond. And this is going on to Camp Lejeune too. If you heard the water, okay, it's on there too, the water issue that's going on with Camp Lejeune, and how many days would you be there to qualify to get that that benefit, okay? And then also what you have really, I always say this, okay? Look at your side effects, or look at what you have been doing. If you have been going to the VA hospital or your own personal doctor, and you have a right to go to your own personal doctor to get an evaluation, okay? You go to now understand this. We talked about this PACT Act. You cannot go to the VA. It's the PACT Act, what Biden signed, gave you right to file a federal lawsuit. Okay. So now you're gonna have attorneys who are gonna, they're gonna call us at 1-900 or whatever, and they're gonna ask you certain criteria that you need in order for them to fight for you. But the best thing I would tell you, and this is what the channel, if you listen to the last one I had, I agree with them. If you think you may go and apply, okay, we all are grown. No, it's nothing that we have never heard. But the thing is, if you do not try, and you may be qualified, okay? So, how do you get an attorney? I couldn't tell you. I would say this. I would like I'm doing some appeals for Social Security. I have to see what attorney I'm going to get. There's certain things I can do and I can't do. All right. So it is your job to look. Now, did this as well. Okay. I want you to understand this. Now, please go look at my last video that I did. And it was a lady who got pregnant and had this cancer, but she was able to give birth. Now, what things might affect her baby? What things might affect her babies? You dig what I'm saying? And so if you're not, okay, you're given this clue that you may be qualified to get reparations. Okay? I mean, the first thing you really want is to make sure that your people and that your loved ones are healthy. All right? Now, we talked about this. If they pass away because of a service-connected injury, are you aware of what you're qualified for? As a spouse, as children, my man had a 30% rating, which gave him enough to qualify to where if he's getting disability, his kids and his spouse are getting money. It pushed him up to 60. Now, on top of that, which we say it's good, but not good, we're medically covered. I don't have to worry about medications or see the doctor. But I have to deal with his injuries. I take like 16 medications a day. Yeah, I'm a swing shift person now, I guess. But the thing is, I want you guys and girls, my peoples, my fam, be cognizant of what you're entitled to. I want to say this: much respect and much appreciation for people who say thank you for your service. I appreciate you. My subscribers, all you guys, you die hard, my ladies and my gentlemen, I appreciate you. I love you. Honestly, let me give you other. I was supposed to put this up here, so this is my thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay, because honestly, when I hear from you guys, or when I get to talk to other veterans, I live up in south of Seattle. Most of my veterans are down in the Tacoma area, which is Fort Lewis and McCord. I think it is over that way. Yeah, joint bases. And so I'm not down that way. But when I get to talk to my other veterans here, I was asked, what is your channel for? I said, well, I started off for just disabled veterans. But my thing is, I want everybody who needs help. Let's talk. Let's get here and chop it up, because I listened to my brother today, and he's like, I'm a serious musician, and the same injury that I had, I went to a doctor, and they told me no, and he ended up saying he wanted to appeal it. He went to another doctor, and he's approved. Now he's going to get more skill sets from a university that he's been looking forward to. And that gentleman is much older than me, but he's just a beautiful person, and I think it's going to be bomb. So this is what I say to each and every one of you. Now, let me slow my roll because I need I need everyone to understand, especially now because we're dealing with a lot of things out here, and I need each and every one of you to look at the people who are on my page here. I'm putting these guys up here, each and every one of them. Took the soul, blind guys, why? Uh, each and every one. Hey, all these guys, whether that's a Kitty, Peter, Investor, they will not really. Well, a few of them have their webpage up, and I want you to check them out. Okay, and so each and every one of those, these are kind of like to me my yin and yang. Eating well, growing good vegetables and fruits, experiencing some of the same things that I have experienced as far as military. And so the thing is, okay, let me wrap this up here because I know I'm dragging this long here. I want you guys and ladies and gentlemen, and I'm gonna have to change this. I want you, ladies and gentlemen, um, focus on your health. That is so important. See, I'd like that just want you to be really just taking care of your health. Okay. Top of that, when you even get to that point, we're looking at your money and your benefits. Okay. Now look, don't feel shy. Don't bow away. I got to talk to my people next week, Monday, tomorrow, and we got to talk about my appeal process. I don't know. We gotta rack that out. And so this is what I say. Now, with this new PACT Act, get into that. Go check out my last video. Look at that. Look at the people, the attorneys. Get into what they're talking about. We're talking 2 years from the. Pepper asked me last, I think it was last night. Yeah. When was this? And I'm taking it when the PACT Act was signed. Okay. You guys hit me up and you tell me if it's different. But from the time that the PACT Act was signed, you got 2 years to get on board with us. Now we're talking people who were the Vietnam era, who had the Agent Orange. We're talking about the Camp Lejeune with the water issues, and we're talking about the burn pits overseas. Okay. If you know anybody, ask them to look in it. I am not the Messiah walking. I'm just telling you, go and check it out. Okay. And be cool with that. And be good. But I just want to hit you guys with that. And I want you to know this too. If you get a rate increase from 20 to 30, from 30 to 60, immediately start looking into your benefits. If you're at 60%, your doctors and your medication should be covered. Now, if you are working at a job or you got your own personal doctor and you're content with that, stay with that. You can go and get a cheaper medication at the VA hospital and it'll be free. But it depends on what your selection is and who you are as an individual and what you are looking forward to. On top of that, we talked about this before. If you are a veteran and you're over 50% and you are a diabetic, you may be eligible for glasses. I think you should be, because you will get an eye check, and you'll be eligible for shoes. Okay, and you might get some diabetic socks. All right. Gail's up in the house. What's up, my beautiful sister? Gail at night. Everybody knows her. No introduction meeting. Gail at night. I appreciate you, beautiful. Good to have you up in the house. Once again, and you got to keep me on point. Gail always keeps me on point. So her and Tiola, and so you guys are my family. Sister Soil, blind guy, his wife, and their life. You guys are my family. I can say, I know you guys back when it was 4 flats on a Cadillac. All right, so let's get with this. Okay, so I want everybody to know, as we rock and what we do here is, if you know people or you may. Pepper, last night, Gail was with me last night. Bless you, beautiful heart. It was so good to have you on board. She hung out with me late at night. Bless your heart. Um, but as we were talking about, and Gail can contest to this, is her father. He went through some medical issues with the military, and he ended up departing us, unfortunately. So I don't know if she has a case, but the thing is, I would say look into that. If you can get his medical records, Peter Investments, if you can get his medical records, or if you and your family are serious about that, and I don't know, because sometimes you have to look at the fight. Is the fight worth, but my thing is this: I'm 58 and I'm still fighting. I've been fighting since 87. All right. So this is why I want you to encourage you guys, and I'm telling you, I just talked to a gentleman today, and he was like, hey, I didn't know I got this increase. Once you get a rate increase, if you did not use your GI Bill, or say you retired, time's gone by. Now you went back and to check with your doctors, and the situation that you had has more is deteriorating. All right. And I see this all the time. If you have an irreversible condition, you are going to be taught to maintain and deal with that condition. You will probably get medication, you'll probably get therapy, but it's to maintain it because it's not going to get better. I have neuropathy. So that means what? I'll be getting arthritis faster, probably than anything else. And I'm telling you, the pain is no joke. Okay, so this is why I'm trying to get you people up on game, my peoples, my peoples, my people, my family. I want to keep you up on game, and that is this: if you know somebody who's in the military, you're related to them or whatever, keep them up on game. The thing is this: let me tell you this. I have to give you real talk. The VA is not looking out for you. All right. The VA goes through structures, who's in charge of this, who's in charge of that. It changes frequently. And we're talking about the politics of things as well. We know as we talk, I'm this age here, when it's a good time for veterans to file, when it's not a good time for veterans to file. It's unfortunate. And it depends, who's what. So this is what I want to get you on point with. If you are 10, 20, 30, 80, 50, 80%, you get an increase. I don't care if it's going to be 5, 10, or 5 or 10%. Understand you're eligible for Chapter 31. Dig it? Chapter 31. Feel me? That is a VRNE. Now they changed it. It's the same acronym, but it's back in the day, if I remember, it's vocational rehab and employment. Now, if you got the skills, now take this. I was asked this by a brother who came on the channel, and I appreciate him for saying this. If you are using your GI Bill or Chapter 31 and you're going to school because you have a skill set that you can sharpen even more, that means if you have a bachelor's and it requires a master's and you have the potential of getting there, you can apply for that. Dig it? All right. So understand. Okay, now if you old as dirt like me, I'm not trying to go to school because I'm trying to get I'm trying to focus. Please believe me, it's a hard job. With the medications and everything, and I appreciate my doctors. Okay, so, but I say this. The only thing I want from you is my people who are listening and myself. I want you to do the best before the billions. You, my brother, I appreciate you. I want each and every one of you to do the best. And I want you to understand this. Now, take this. A gentleman older than me said he was not aware of all the benefits that he had when it was coming to him when his rate increased. You dig? Now, I have to say this too. You keep your business to yourself, you do your own searching. I don't stress it on anybody trying to take advantage of me or whatever. My thing's 100. But if it's all last and said for me is I want to be the one who's trying to help you. You did? Like I said, we talked about this last night. I want you to understand, and I was telling people about the shopping online, the PX. You can do it through a portal. Thank you, Vanessa Kitty, for pointing that out. She put that out there, and so and I'm gonna tell you, brothers, look here. Okay. You guys gonna be mad at me for this, but look here. So when we talk about, let me get this exchange up here because I want you guys to see this. Because I want you brothers to get up here and shop up here online. Let me see here. Let me see because I always mess with this, and please forgive me. I apologize. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. I want everybody to save money, and I want you to be down with how you're going to get your discounts and where you can get your discounts. Okay, all right. So let's pop this film up here. Okay, so we talked about this last night. Okay, so this here. So like, gentlemen, here we go. And I don't know, men, what you shop on. This is fair use. I'm just showing people what you can do. Let me see. We talked about health and all this, man's fragrance or whatever. So let's get over here. And so, God bless it. Yeah. So the thing is, I want you guys to start being aware of what your discounts are and what you can save. Okay. So now we're looking at this here, and you can see like even in Florida here. I don't know. Hugo Boss. If you want to mess with it, they slashed it. It's lowered at $47. You see this, right? All right. So let me get them off the screen here so I don't get probably messed with about this. But anyway, okay. So I just really want to stop up real quick, and I really want to talk with everyone, and I wanted you to be aware of this. There's people, and let me tell you this, and I'm gonna let you go, but I want you to know this. When I first started this train, I said it is because I believe that a lot of people of color were not getting help. And this is true. They were not. We said red line back in the day. And this is why I really want each and every one of you, I don't care what your color creed is, get to own you some property. Save your money, stack it up, try to save as much as you can. When I rap to you here, I'm going to rap to you about how you can stack your money. Okay, so when we're talking about the benefits, brother told me, he says, man, I didn't know I could get this online course. And it can help me sharpen my skills where I can parlay that into a better paying gig. Okay? Brother's older than me. I'm a musician. But to me, musicians, there's no need for them. So it depends on what you want to do. Okay? Now be cognizant of this. And ask the questions if you do not know. Open mouth, closed mouth do not get fed. All right. So I tell you, it's not here to put anybody on Front Street. You don't have to say your name, whatever. Let's talk about the situation. And let's see if we can get some resolve. You dig? I'm 58. Look here, dog. And it's like, it's rocking, but it's always interesting and it's beautiful to see that people are understanding the benefits, and they're like, I didn't know, and now they're taking advantage of us, and it's making their life easier. Let me tell you, I'm 100% disabled veteran. My situation is going to get worse if I don't maintain it and keep going at it. And so I cannot give you no lies. And this is why I say I went from 87 to 2019 fighting. And that's why I showed in the last clip, there's some other people are fighting. But this is why I want you to be aware, because some benefits have a time limit. You dig? And if you do not get on those benefits and your time limit runs out, you have only two things to say. It's one, I didn't know and I didn't look. And if you knew and you looked, come on. All right. And let me tell you, the VA is not just giving out money. You're going to have to file documents. You're going to have to be going time. I tried to help some people, and I'm going to give you on the real talk here. I've had some people get a hold of me, and it's because they got their retirement. They got tired of working their job. And they said, well, I seen that you did all this and all that and all this. And then he said, well, can you tell me how to do that? I said, what? I said, well, I'm going to tell you how I did it. The gentleman called me back about 3 or 4 months later and said, hey, man, you know, they're looking for people who are scams. And they're looking, and I'm like, why are we having this conversation? Because I'm not talking to you about a scam. I am giving you real talk. Ever since you guys know me, I've always said, from my opinion, right? I said, this is where I'm coming from with this. But the thing is, who's out there is going to come with you? It's not just about claims. We're talking about your Chapter 31. If you didn't take advantage of your GI Bill, we're not talking about just for that. We're talking about you can be just honorably discharged with no percentage. Get you a VHIC, a Veteran Hospital Identification Card. Once you get that and you show up there with your DD-214, a valid government ID, you can go and present that at the VA hospital and get you that particular card, which will get you access into a military installation, into the exchange, which you can do online, and the commissary. And if if they have gas online on the post, you're getting all that with no taxes, right? Oh, what is what with my screen here? This thing is bugging out. But you can get all that. Why not take advantage of that? Okay, so when we wrap, now this is another thing I want you to be very cognizant of too. My StreamYard is bugging. I want you to be very cognizant of it as well. All right. Now, be very aware of these people who are asking you as a veteran to apply. Oh, that's why my elbow's on the keyboard. Be cognizant of these people who ask you to apply for a home loan. Right now, and from my perspective only, this is not the time to be looking for a home. The interest rates are going to keep flying. Wait till the end of the year. Stack your money and don't give a lot of these people your information, because you're going to start getting crazy stuff coming to your phone, crazy stuff coming to your email. And be very cognizant of this, because as you're a veteran, do not give your personal information. I did this today and I kind of felt messed up about it with Amazon. I got some dog tags. So I had to give them a little bit of information, which was to me too much information. But with these people here, stay away from them. Stack your money. Get your credit score looking good. Try to get on that. And that's why I say we're talking about this. Shop on post. I just showed you. What did we talk about this? I just showed you even men getting cologne. I go to Macy's, $100, $200 for a bottle of cologne, depends. But I can shop online and get it cheaper, and that's with no taxes and no shipping charges. Okay. So I want you guys to be aware of this. And each time we get in here, I want you guys to give me questions. I'm going to start pulling you guys up in a later broadcast, but I just want to do this real quick because I want you to please keep up the fight. There's people older than me who are getting amazed I helped another gentleman. He got out of the Navy, had a heart condition. They wouldn't let him re-enlist because he had a heart condition. 15 years after he got out, I said, you know what? You need to go look at your doctor and ask him about this. So he's been taking more medications, and now he is at 100%. Dig it? Now, start looking at these guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We're just not talking about just getting this here. We're talking about your health as well as you're getting your benefits, right? Now, dig this. I'm grateful for the benefits I receive, but man, going through what I go through, it's what it is. But I'm blessed that I'm able to be taken care of. And you know why that is? I found out the hard way. Nobody helped me. I would say this, and I have to give credit, and this is why I'm a lifetime member of the DAV, is because they did help me get to my 100%. So I had to get it back. I mean, we went through some ups and downs with my guys, and I'm a part of them now. So I may be that person, but I will tell you what I'm going to represent or what I'm just coming from my opinion. Okay, dig it? Because you need to be aware. Now, I'm telling you this. You talk to any veteran that you know, ask them what percentage they are. Ask them at their percentage, what benefits are they receiving? See if they know. Now, dig this. This is another way when I run across people who I see at grocery stores where I live. I won't say it's a ghetto, it's just what it is. And they're holding signs up saying, I am a disabled veteran. Now, dig. I'm walking into a store. I don't have none of this on. I don't have nothing stating that I'm a veteran. Brother was out in front of there. I said, "What's up?" He said, "How you doing?" He said, "Could you give some money to me? I'm a disabled veteran." Now, for me, this is how I roll with that. I said, "Really? What branch are you?" He tells me. I said, "What is your percentage? You're disabled. What is it?" Now, I knew he was lying because he could not tell me that. He says, I'm 50. I think I'm 50 or 60. Now, I'm going to tell you this. A disabled veteran knows their percentage rate. Please believe me on that. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Please believe me. So I asked this brother, I said, well, you're mentally, he said, I'm PTSD, I have a schizophrenia. I said, so are you going to the VA? It's up, it's not far from us. Oh, I have a doctor. I said, so is he hired by the VA? Is he taking care? I mean, what medications? I knew he was lying because he couldn't answer that. All right, so Dick. My thing is, I mean, you can give to a person, I mean, because there are disabled veterans out there who are homeless and who are panhandling. Big issue. In Washington State, now there I think it's 3 or 4 housings I got to finance for veterans here in Washington State on the western side of Washington. So I had to look into that. Los Angeles is getting a hub together where they can have all this together. Vanessa Kitty was talking about that with me as well earlier. Okay, so this is the thing. We're having a lot of veterans who are having a lot of issues, and understand that there's lots coming from chemical stuff. So, like I said, okay, and this is what I want you to be aware of. If you were in the military and you didn't take advantage of your GI Bill when you got out, but you're still there with mental issues, please seek your primary care doctor. Now, look, if you have enough money and you got your own doctor, go to your own personal doctor. If that person is going to give you the more favorable letter that you need to bring to your doctor, I mean, to get your benefits, okay? All right, so let's get up off of this. I want you guys and ladies and gentlemen to stay focused and stay strong. I want to tell you, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm so glad that you're here. And Gail, my girl, I love you so much. So I just want you guys, girls, I just want to come on here early because I can catch Gail, and she's not sleepy. I know she was tired last time. I appreciate you so much, beautiful. I love you, girl. And so each and every one of you, I really do appreciate you. But I want you, and you guys hit me up. In the email, I think I ran it across the bottom of here, and I know Gail always tells me to get rid of this stuff on the screen here. And my apologies. Gail's always on point. Okay, so I am going to. There always know their disability percentage ratings. Yeah, yeah, and also thank you, Gail. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I want you guys to understand this. Okay, dig this. When we're talking about the PAC gap, please look at the other video because, like I say, it's not a VA claim. For any claim like I went on to, I can go onto VA.gov and file that claim. This is a particular thing that you're going to have to get a lawyer to file a federal lawsuit against the government for that. So what they're looking at, and you really, 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 really have to pay attention to this, is your documentation. Okay. Now, back when I don't know, I think we're progressing away from that, but I understand. When I was in the military, it was like, did you get shot? Yeah. Can you still walk? Yeah. Then let's go. Right. We're not trying to deal with all that. So I know guys who got Purple Hearts and told me, no, I'm not going to file for that because they believe it's a sign of weakness. Okay, so my take on it is this, real quick. To leave your family burdened with that every day that you can't go out and you can't play with your daughter, your son. Really, come on, get help so you can enjoy the life of your family. And even if you're not here, if they will be compensated because of what has happened to you, service connected. Now, we don't want anything negative. No. This is why I say this. Well, this is where my heart beat at. Okay. Your money is more important than that. Okay? Now, if you're going through that, you're going to need money to help take care of you. Okay. So don't be embarrassed to get that. Okay. So when you're going through this, your health is more important. Take care of you and your family. You dig? You dig? All right. So this is what I'm saying to you. And please pass this on to some other people, and not just to listen to me, but if they have questions that they can ask on this platform. Like I say here, I ain't here to smash on nobody, to shade on nobody. We have to live our life. The best thing that we can do in this life, and I will tell you, I would love to do what my moderator Gail does, and she helps people. She's going to be immemorial for this time in life. Blind guy is right there, like people invested. You guys are immemorial to me. So, and that's the thing, is because we're able to pass along information to help other people. And in return, it feeds our souls. Is, doing what we can do. And so that's what I say. I'm never going to preach to you. I will never want you to do anything that you don't want to do. But what I would love for you to do is, while you're on your travel, look for wise advice. You dig? Look here. I'm going to give you a true example, true to right now. I'm 58. Gail at night is like my niece. But I tell you this, she can tell me how to run this webpage better than I can. So, like I said, all right, each and every one of you, blind guy, his wife, their life. Oh, good Lord, you guys, I'm think I'm gonna go back to vegan, but I gotta get back in the gym. But no, I want each and every one of you to be motivated about who you are, live your cipher, and just get yourself on point. And I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying I get informed, man. Geez, Louise. Which Peter Best would say, not only for yourself, but for your family members as well. Exactly. Peter's right, man. That is so right. Peter Best is so right. And that's what I tell people. Look, when we get more off into this, I think I'm like at 60 videos and I don't know what's saying what, but when we get more into this, I always want you guys to totally understand where I'm coming from, is because I want you to understand that nobody's perfect, and we're all gonna run into our stuff, and it's hard. But I want to tell you, this. Sometimes when you think it's all over and done, you can't. Boom, that shit shows up right there in front of you, and it's just so wonderful when it does. And so this is what I say, you guys. Stay motivated. I know, man, but you know what? Look here. It's gonna be good. And I'll tell you, it's when somebody talks to you. Let me ask you guys this. Answer me this. Put a 1 or 2. What if you agree, disagree to? Have you ever ran across somebody that you really didn't know, but they told you something that inspired you? I mean, it's just me. Have you run across that? If you have, just put a 1 if you ran across it. If not, whatever. But my thing is, for me, and I probably put a element on myself now telling you guys this. When I hear some same thing happen, same message from 3 different people from 3 different walks at the same day, and they tell me something, I'm like, I have to really consider that. 3 different people, 3 different walks, and then they're telling me something that's not beneficial to them, but it's beneficial to that person who's receiving that. You dig what I'm saying? Because I think that's what we do on our YouTube channel. And each and every person in here, I want you guys to hit them up because that's what they do on a YouTube channel. And I will tell you this. I try to stay in touch with each and every person on the VA side of things. But it's always interesting. I'm going to tell you guys this, and I'm going to get out of here. In my life, on my travel for doing this, now dig this, my stepfather was in the Navy, so I traveled all up and down the West Coast. I know from Mexico all the way to Alaska. I've been to every state. Okay. But it's interesting. During that travel, I met some people who were prominently white, who were in Air Force in San Bernardino. If y'all ever do the research on San Bernardino, it's ghetto fabulous right now. Back in the 70s, it was so racist, it was crazy, right? But my point is this. When I decided to do this channel, I started running across people who I never thought. And they're the coolest people. And I'm telling you, from I don't matter what their race is, what their nationality, what their creed, LGBTQT, all cool people, and they were veterans as well. What all of them had in common was this. I did not know these were my benefits. I didn't know I was eligible for that. Then the next statement was, how do you know? Nobody talks to people about these things. How do you get them just right off the street? How do you know? Right? But I will have to honestly tell you, closed mouths don't get fed. So how do you know? Start asking your particular question. It has to be, look, YouTube University is beautiful. Not everybody is going to have the answer to your question. We're going to try to hopefully lead you into that and let you know that you are on the right trail. You are right. Keep asking that question. And if you are eligible for the PACT Act all the way back to Agent Orange, you really need to be filing that or talking to somebody about filing that because you got 2 years. Now, when does that 2 years start? I said when Biden signed the PACT Act. That is a right to sue the federal government. Now, understand, like we said, it's not filing for a VA claim. You dig? And you're really going to have to do that because if it affects you, it's going to affect your loved ones as well. If unfortunately you depart this planet prematurely, you're going to have to make sure your loved ones are taken care of. You dig? And, be careful. If you're not in the family already, don't be hooking up with somebody who wants your benefits. All right, I'm clowning, but I'm real. All right, but dig. Seattle Black Veteran is looking out for you. You have any questions? And I would say this, okay? This is just me. If you know a DAV or a VFW, especially my DAV brothers and sisters, start getting next to them and see if you can find somebody who will help you take care of your issues. Now, we're talking about the DAV only going to handle with the VA. So you're looking at doing a federal, if you're talking about the PACT Act, and look into that. You see my last video, look into that. I'm telling you, okay? A beautiful lady asked me yesterday, her father passed away. I don't know the particulars about it, but Peter says, if you are a vet who has been exposed to hazardous materials while serving, look into the PACT Act. Yes, very. Thank you, Peter, so much. I appreciate you, brother. And that's very real because look, this right now, understand this. And I strongly urge you, look at my last video. The beautiful lady who went in and she was served as an MP, suffered through that. She got pregnant, had her baby. Now, will this affect her babies? Will it affect her grandbabies? Now, if you don't know to start looking, look. If you could get on YouTube and roll on YouTube and watch a lot of these crazy ass videos, get in there and start looking about what your rights are. You dig? I am a black veteran. How many veterans are black are telling you or talking to you, telling you at least look? Because I didn't tell this, and people I helped did not help me. And I'm telling you, I don't know everything. But I want to get you. If you were thinking like, hey, oh, hell yeah, that might be me. Look, dig. When I went to file for money with some other cats on YouTube and they were bombing. Everything that they told me, I called my people, boom, we talked about this, and then here we are. So, like I tell each and every one of you, the reason why I am here is because when I was homeless, nobody helped me. When I had money, those people were there. Nobody told me anything. I didn't even care if they just point me in the right direction. You feel me? That fucking hurt. I apologize for my vernacular. That hurt. And I don't ever want to see none of you go through that. No. No, what your rights are. You did? You don't have to believe me or whatever. Just go. Go and look. It's going to get you taken care of. Okay? That's what matters to me. It is always wonderful to hear people who are amazed and they want to fight for what they believe and they got it. So, all right, you guys, and please forgive me. No, I mean, it's just been, I tell you, it's not over yet. It's not over. I'm still appealing some stuff right now. So it's going to go over into probably late 23, or if not, late 22, if not early 23. And so you guys, you chop it up, and I wanted to tell you this: if you file the claim and they turned you down, file your appeals. Always go for your rights. If you're working with a representative, talk to them and ask them, explain to me what's going on, explain to me what my rights are, and can we move forward with an appeal. But always go for the appeal. I'm going to 2 of them right now. So, it is tiring. But the thing is, what makes it easier is this: keep all your paperwork, keep a copy of everything. If you go to the VNRE, because the pandemic was going on, there's pretty much the same paperwork. Make sure you copy it. The thing is, I want you to pay attention to this as well. If you go to the VNRE and you were there, say, early 2021 or late 2021, the form, if you look at the bottom of the form date. It's going to ask you for pretty much the same information, but it's going to ask you for it in a different format. So be cognizant of that as well, okay? When you go to the VNRE, like I said, I talked to you guys about this before, Chapter 31. You can look it up on your Google search, whatever your county is that you live in, and the federal building which is there should have a VNRE, vocational rehab and employment. St. Louis probably changed it. Okay, but I want you guys to be aware of this, okay? Now, the thing is, nobody's thinking about school in this recession. Well, this is a tech recession. Right now, blue-collar work is pretty much out there if you want to get it. Okay, so, but anyway, if you're doing that, I'm not going to tell you as a financial. I do my financials, and I won't get into that. But but I would say this: always save yourself money, and I want you guys to be very cognizant of taking care of yourself, fellow people who are around you who know veterans. In Washington State, they were saying the self-deletion rate was 25 a month. And I think this is more, like I say, with mental issues and probably with the system too. Because the system can be very challenging for a lot of people. And I would tell you, look, this is why I say keep fighting and stay strong. Keep fighting and stay strong and stay doing what you're doing. And if there's any questions, look, I would tell you this. And I like this brother because I know he's strong. He's 10%. He went to get an increase, got denied. I'm hoping me and him, we're going to appeal. I'm going to be like, he's in another different state. I'm in this state. I'm appeal. And we're not going to talk about our case and probably till it's over. But I want you, everybody to understand, there's people in other different areas. Vanessa Kitty is in another area. And like, for example, where I live in Washington State, my car, I get a tax exempt for the rest of my car's life because I'm 100% disabled veteran. Okay, so now it's only one car in Washington State. In Connecticut, it's 2 cars. Okay. In Texas, I have tax-free if I was to buy a home. All right. Now, I want everybody to think about this. Just because I get a tax-free doesn't mean you don't pay on top of mortgage. You have homeowners insurance, right? And you have maintenance and all that other stuff. So, and that can get up to a little bit of money a month, but tax-free is always good. Florida's the same way, but I would say this right now: don't look for a home. Don't look. Stack your cash. Pay off those high interest rates if you can. Stack your cash. Just be happy that you can have money to do what the hell you want to do when you want to do it. Going out to restaurants here in Washington State. Pardon me. I go over to South Center sometime. And if you ever come to Washington State, I want to make sure you guys know what's up. If you come next year, the best time if you have no kids is when school goes back in. Because in September, you can still have some time here and really enjoy a lot of things about the waterfront. Pardon me. The waterfront is going to really be, it's going to really be nice. So if you come up next year, I strongly recommend it. Pardon me, 1 second. I'm sorry. That means I'm talking too much. I'm so sorry. But yeah, so and if you come up here, always make sure you get in touch with me. I'll try to make sure I catch up with you and have dinner or a drink. Pardon me. Good Lord, I do apologize. Okay, so that must mean my time is up for talking and running my mouth. Okay, but tell everyone that you know, please, if they're homeless, and you know they're homeless, tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to call the crisis line myself, and I'm going to go through it every step, and I'm going to get back with each and every one of you, and I'm going to tell you what my experience was with that. Let me tell you this. My neighbor, his son, is experiencing some issues. I'm not exactly sure, so I won't say exactly what they are, but I am thinking that they're more in a mental state. But as a civilian, he's having a hard time getting voluntary programs. Certain hospitals will take a private insurance, and some hospitals will not take it. This is why I want you veterans to be aware of this. I know, but please, if you're having mental issues, regardless if you are honorable or dishonorable, please go to the VA hospital and see what kind of help you can get. You're going to have to be very patient, though. And I got to find out how patient. My neighbor told me that he went through a lot of trying just to get his son help, and it was very frustrating. So that's why I tell each and every one of you, these are the benefits that are yours. Please take advantage of those. You know, I'm going to give you the fucking puck. We're going to talk about some things where veterans who were just demolishing their legacy, demolishing their career. And what I mean by that is they're doing things that caught themselves in political stuff that has jeopardized look, it's hard for anybody you can tell me this, to get 30% status if you're a 10, to get 30 and go to 60. How hard it is. Forget that. Just serving your time in the military to where you ended up getting that particular benefit. And so now you get caught up in some political drama, and now you catch a felony charge. Now, you catch a felony charge, what does that mean? Second Amendment rights gone. You have no right to bear arms no more. You're a felon. Now you're a felon. How does that affect your disability? You went from 30% to what? Now, forget that. We talked about this. You're going to catch a felon. You're going to be paying court charges. You're going to be paying attorney charges. I mean, already you're looking at about $5 to $10 grand just right off the bat. Go home and have an ankle monitor on you. That's going to cost you an extra money. On top of that, you're going to get stripped of your veteran benefits. Come on now. We got to be, think. This is why we talk here now. Hey, Patty J, you saying good night, girlfriend? Well, good night to you. And thank you. Beautiful. It's always good to have you. Patty J, say what's up. Low in the cut, girlfriend. Okay. No, I guess it is. Oh, yeah, it's almost that time. But I would say this on the real. How many people you talk about your rights to get your benefits? How are you where if you know people, let me tell you this. If you are 100% or you are 30, 40, 50 PTIU, individual unemployment, you're going to get service and benefits that will keep you at least living in a minimum class. It depends where you live. You can't live in a minimum class here in Washington. Damn, too expensive over here. Oh, Peter Bessler says it's just for you to send a clip for your live stream to YouTube, short, TikTok, and spread your message. You know what, Peter? You're so right, but I haven't got on TikTok yet, and I got chastised by my beautiful friend at TLA because I finally got on Instagram, so I try to do a little bit of things to do there. Yeah, so I got to get there. Thank you, Peter, for that. I would have to say, Peter, Gail, TLA, thank you guys, because you guys keep me on point. And Patty J as well. I appreciate you guys' constructive criticism because I need to know how to give messages to you guys to where it's convenient for you. And I thank you, Peter, for saying that. So I'm gonna hit you up because you and Gail, and I don't know who else is gonna help me get this TikTok. I have not got TikTok yet. I know you asked for, but I just want you guys to know this, and I want you to be aware of this, okay? And don't ever sell yourself short. Look here, I've been told so many god darn times over the last since before some of you guys were born in '87. Dig it? And I'm still rocking with this. And I run into guys who are telling me, guys, girls, transgenders, all military saying, you know what, look, you know what I have to go through to get this? I'm like, this, I thought my battle was rough, but it was rough. Okay, but it doesn't have to be rough for you. Anybody comes up on here, we share, give you information. We're not here to chastise you. We're here to make you, we're here to help each other. And that's one thing. You know what? I'm gonna tell you, Gail. This is what reminds me of TLA when he goes, I was helping people with trying to get their stuff together and do this and do that. He goes, I hardly get no view. And I'm like, but I'm gonna stay rocking with this. And this is this. I always say this, and I say this at the end of my shows, and this is what I'm going to tell you guys now. I want you to do me this one favor. Tonight, after you get out of the shower, or when you wake up this morning and brush your teeth, look that person in the mirror and tell that person that you love them. Tell that person you love them and you are proud of that person. You dig? We don't get told. We always tell people we love them, but we don't tell ourselves we love ourselves. So that's the motive behind it. I won't explain it no more. All right. But I think each and every one of you are special here, and I appreciate you. So take this information and please tell anybody. Gail was up with me, and Pepper was on here. Pepper. And we were asking, I said, why is this Camp Lejeune? If you served at this base at this time, you need to contact us because there's water contamination. All right, dig. Now go back and check my video out. Gail was with me last night. Thank you, Gail, for hanging out. I appreciate you, beautiful. You and Patty J and Pepper was out here. I love her, each and every one. Okay, but here it is. So, if you know somebody, the one thing I didn't know was it is not a claim you can make through the VA. You have to file a federal lawsuit according to the PACT Act. All right. Now, who you should choose as an attorney, I have no idea. But you need to know about that. You dig? And you have 2 years in order to get that together. I'm not saying, let's say, 24 months, 2 years. Let's go 23 months and a half. If you file it at that time, you're still in the time zone. You dig? So, and if, dig this now, I don't know how this rolls. And I want you guys to hit me back because we're going to talk about this again. Pepper brought up a good question last night. If her father served in that time, He passed away. Now, this is the disconnect I have. He passed away, but it sounds like he passed away from a condition that he probably could have had service connected. I do not know. Mm. But this is why I say if you don't get the plant or the seed planted into your brain to say, you know what, I might need to check that out. Okay. All right. Like I said, when redlining was and people of color couldn't buy homes, you had your own home. You have a lot of leverage to say things. You dig? Now, I want you to understand, I am totally neutral with all of it. Please believe me. I've helped people who look like my skin color and told them that they should be filing to get what they deserve. They went and did it. And you know what? They got it. They got 100%. I was so happy for them. Do you know what they did after they got 100%? They didn't help me. They look just like me. I know these people. They didn't help me. So, to be mad about that? Oh, hell no. We're here. And my thing is to make sure that you don't go without any kind of help. But it's up to you to open your mouth, ask that question. Always be cautious of who you ask these questions. Understand this. The VA has their strict rules or what they call themselves going by, but they have changes in their ranks and it can be affected by politics as well, unfortunately. I believe, unfortunately. So this is why I'm trying to inform you of what I've been through and what I talk to people, different colors, same color as me, different genders, transgenders. Everybody is having issues dealing with the process with the VA. So my only mission is to tell you how I am seeing people experiencing it as well as myself. Everything I'm telling you happened today, right? And these brothers, wonderful. Dave, beautiful man. Now he's getting his wish. He's going to go and train with one of the colleges that he wants to do online. Bless his heart. This is what I'm saying. And I want this for you as well. You dig? All right. All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I got the beautiful. Oh, you ladies, man, I'm going to tell you, and honestly, without Gail and my Siftings from Soil, my Peter Investment, Peter Investor, Patty J, you guys are wonderful. And I really appreciate you guys. And I'm sorry I really kind of laid off for a while. I'll be going through some training with the DAV. And one thing I would encourage you is this, because, and I'll have to say this on behalf of DAV, so this is just my personal thing here. We are always looking for members to come and join. We want to get you educated with how to defend yourself and understanding how things work. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's a hard road. I'm just getting started, and I will give you my opinion, but I already know it's going to be a hard road because it's understanding the certain variables that happen in and the language. Pay attention to that. Whenever you listen to everything, look at the language. Look at what qualifies you to receive the certain benefits. Okay. Now, there's 23, I think 22, 23 extra things that they added in there. And you're going to have to look at each of those 23 and see if those are the things that you are maybe experiencing. Now, I want you to understand this. If you get approved for this is a lifetime thing. And understand it's probably not going to get better, but you want to make sure you have the medical attention and the money to take care of you and your loved ones. You dig? All right. And so I want you to think smart. I want you to think hard. Go grab and look at those things. And look at my last video and grab those attorneys' pages and go to their page. Fair use for those guys. But they address some really serious questions. And for me, always look at the wording. What is the wording actually saying? Each word that you read into that, you have to look at the wording. Okay. And understand this. The VA is going to be fighting tooth and nail to defend their position. And right now, we really don't know exactly what their position is. But we know that federal lawsuits will be coming against us. So this is going to be a fight. And so I'm just saying, make sure that you have what you need to have, okay? And make sure you take care of yourself, all right? And if you get any increase, especially over 30%, especially 50%, get yourself at the, you can always, you don't have to, but the VA, like I say, especially if you're diabetic, they'll help take care of your situation, and they'll help give you a proper, if you need prosthetics or whatever, yes. I mean, I'm hoping it's not the case, all right? But understand this here, the new war, and this is true. A lot of people are not listening to this. Thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. I said this. Now, I want you guys, we're going to talk about this in about another, if I forget in a month, I'm trying to remember, but in a month, I said this. The most of the things that we fight for as veterans are mental and physical damage, right? Now, chemical damage is at the forefront. It's already been there since Agent Orange. But now, since it has been open to file a federal lawsuit, watch how vigorous they try to defend themselves. And I want you to be cognizant and aware of these fly-by-night guys and go, hey, call us and we'll tell you, call us if you have this. And you hear that for the water contamination. I don't know how to tell you how to choose a lawyer. For me, I try to inquire through most of the wise people that I know and word of mouth through those wise people. All right, so I can't tell you, I don't know, but I'm telling you, you got 2 years. And I think I'm taking it from the time that he signed the act. You have 2 years to file a federal lawsuit. So everybody who did the Agent Orange, I think they're going to be a very, very interesting template to follow because they've been trying to file this for how many years? And here we are, Agent Orange. Shoot, that was back when most of you I wasn't born. Maybe I was too young to know, but I don't think I was born. And so way back then, right? So that means we have to have a lot of medical files stacked up with these people, with my brothers and sisters. All right, and we're not going to mistake them. I'm going to be in their corner. My thing is, I'm down with you like 4 flats on a Cadillac unless they prove you wrong. And if they prove you wrong, then that's it. But I want you to keep fighting and keep trying to get what you deserve. You dig? All right, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm dropping down here. Man, I got up here early at 7:30, but I'm so happy to have Gail up here, Peter Investment. Patty, Shifting from Soil, thank you so much. I love you guys, and I appreciate you. Gail, always number one in my heart. And I appreciate you, my girl. Oh, and I was out all day, but I'm going to get back here. And if I missed your podcast, Gail, I'm going to go and watch it, period, while I'm here. Okay, I want each and every one of you to actually support Gail and always use this beautiful woman. No, I won't say use this bull crap. If you are blessed with her helping you or assisting you on your podcast, I strongly suggest that you help, that you humbly ask for her assistance because she's wonderful. And I appreciate you, Gail. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And like I said, I just came up really shortly, and that's because I was blessed with some information. And it came from a source that I would never have thought from. It was an elderly Caucasian, my Caucasian brother, beautiful person, and he expressed to me, you know, how he had to go through another doctor because he didn't believe that that other doctor that they prescribed to him was right. Like I said, I think it's the three different medical people that the VA purchases or rent their services out to do their C&P examinations. Now, I want you to understand this. If I'm paying this dude over here to look at you, he better be not be trying to be lenient in your favor. I'm not trying to get him out there and get up more money off the VA, you know. So I'm saying it's not every doctor is thinking, and I'm not saying going in there and treat a doctor like, mother, you ain't gonna do this for me. No, don't do that. I'm just saying, be real to your issue. If you want more clarification and understand that, you have an opportunity to go on the va.gov and search for the questions that they will probably ask you. Okay. Now, I want you to be aware of this because now we're talking about the PACT Act. And I believe, I don't know, my perception is that they're going to be digging deep into your medical records. We want to see how far back you can talk about this. We want to see, for the first time that you started talking about this, is it the same or is it getting worse? Do you dig? Now, if the first time you went in and you talked about this, I'm just saying for myself, I'm looking at it. I'm not no doctor. I'm still going through a pill. But what I'm saying is this. If you filed this thing back in, let's just give a hypothetical, in 2020. Now here we are, 2022. Your symptoms haven't gotten worse. Now, if you are actually experiencing this type of chemical injury, it has a time where it progresses, or they're giving you the right medication that keeps it settled, or they're decreasing it. So, if it's not getting worse, but you may need medication to keep it settled, so it won't get worse, it might depend. So I want you to look at that, okay? And be real with that. All right. I'm gonna let you guys go. Hey, I love you guys very much. Gail, I thank you so very much. Peter Investment, thank you guys. I really, 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 really appreciate you. Love you. Nothing but respect for you, especially Gail. I appreciate you. You go through a lot, and you actually help a lot of people out. So thank you guys very much. And I am going to get out of here. Thanks for the thumbs up, and I appreciate all you guys who came and rock with me. I really do. I love you, each and every one of you. And please believe me, I'm going to try to be up at Tuesday, but I might be up tomorrow. I got to get you after the football game. So ain't nobody going to have me before the football game last time, but it's all right. Shifting to soil. I love you, beautiful. Thank you so much. Hey, next time I come up here, Shifting to soil, you coming up here, and Gail too. I think whatever. I'm gonna try to come on a little earlier. Maybe I'm gonna do as much as I can for you guys because I really appreciate you guys and I miss you. And I just really do it makes me happy is that I know I'm giving information that can help you guys. All right, I love you guys very much. And Shifting soil. Patty J, Kill at night. You guys rock. This is girl power up in this joint. Hey, Peter, Investor M, I love you too, my brother. And anybody else, African Dreaming, if you hear this, I love you and your wife. Have a good one. TLA, thank you so much. Good shout out to Uncle Stu, the old man on the block. He's a veteran as well. Give him some love and just give everybody out there. I love you guys. We'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful night. I'm the Seattle Black Veteran.